Hey, good morning. This is James. I'm the air travel guy. Just want to welcome you to the first of our broadcasts. And our broadcasts are pretty simple. All we want to do is just give you a heads up of what the weather looks like, where you might be traveling around the U.S. and possibly around the world. So it'll be a simple, short, depending on the day and how the weather's going. It could be very short video. Like today is going to be pretty simple. We're going to talk about a couple weather spots, and then days when the weather's bad, we'll stay on and help you maybe mitigate through it. And so you can catch us here live on YouTube as well as Twitch, and we'll be expanding to other social media platforms in the next couple days. So you have availability to check us out everywhere. Please like and subscribe and set your notifications so that when we're about to go live, you'll get notified. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to serving you because that's what we're here to do. Thanks so much. So just talking quickly about travel delays today. Right now, into and out of the United States, there's about 679 delays or cancellations. Most of them are from other countries. Very few are here in the United States. Looking at the map right now, really the weather that's going on is mostly up in the Northeast in Boston and out on the Cape. And then there's a significant amount of weather that's about to roll through northern Chicago and over the lake and into Michigan, and going to miss most of the upper UP. And that is the majority of the weather. There's a little bit of weather just about to roll into Toronto right now in the next few hours. As of right now, there's not a lot of delays up there in that area. Everything's working pretty smoothly. But I would say in the next probably 30 minutes or so, there's going to be delays probably at Midway and O'Hare. Just because of the wind and the sails that are running through there right now. If you give me just a second here, we'll jump on and show you what that looks like at this very moment. So let's share this out with you. So you can see right here, coming into O'Hare and to Midway, there's a sail. There's sails that are building up. It'll start showing up here in just a second. And refresh that screen. There we go. So we can see there's a line of storms just about to run through there, and whatever reason it doesn't want to let me zoom in. But those storms are about to run in here, and it will probably be some short delays. I would imagine 30 minutes to an hour delay as those storms roll through. Once they're through, you expect that for the probably next area will be the Toledo and Detroit areas. And then moving further west, it'll be moving into Pennsylvania and Western New York, probably affecting Syracuse and several other areas. And I would assume that once this big sail right here runs into Toronto, there's going to be a significant slowdown in Toronto while that sail moves through, just because of the amount of weather there is. In Boston right now, there are no delays. Everything's looking good. It's running on time. Other areas that might be affected in the coming days, you can expect we've got some weather building out in the tropics, and so we're going to see some weather flowing in through the in between the area, in between South Florida and Cuba. We'll see some storms rolling through here. But for today, I think we're looking pretty good. Right now, the visibility is pretty low down in the Southern California areas. The other area, there's a little bit of sail just to the west of Long Beach. But right now, LAX, if you're making a connection in LAX or John Wayne down in Orange County, you should have no issues right now. There are low ceilings right now, but they're beginning to break up about 800. And so the airlines are not having any problems getting in there. San Diego as well, not having any issues, overcast skies, light winds. So no big issues today for traveling throughout the United States, other than Chicago. If you have a connection going through Chicago in the next little bit, may want to check that out. But otherwise, you should be in good shape today. We'll see what this does in the next little bit, but I believe that overall you'll be in fine shape. Now, as far as airlines that are showing delays, we have it set up on United right now, and these are all the United flights that are happening all around the world. It's a busy little airline. So we call this the misery map. So let's just pop this up here so you can see it. So really nothing too bad. As we talked about, Boston's got some weather going through there. So they got about 30 delays right now. And there's 23 cancellations across the United States. So it's not too bad. If we look at Boston right now, we've got just about 30 that are going on right now, making it a little bit miserable in your travel. O'Hare, there's 5 cancellations and 12 delays right now. And that probably will improve as that sail gets through there. And once it gets through there, you should be having a pretty good day the rest of the remainder of the day of traveling through O'Hare. Especially if you're traveling internationally, you should have no issues. You should be just fine. And so I think you'll have a pretty good day. Down in the south, we'll have some storms that are going to kind of run through the northern part of Texas. But for now, until we get later in the day, I think we'll be fine for this morning if you have a connection through DFW or through Dallas Love. If you're going through Houston Intercontinental or Houston Hobby, you should be fine. As I like to say, I'm a corporate pilot as well. Houston has its own climate, different from the rest of Texas and different from the rest of the nation. I believe that there's there's 4 or 5 different climates around the U.S. You've got the Houston area, you've got the LA Basin, Miami, and then the Northeast and O'Hare. They're all different true to form climate areas that dictate different weather. In Houston, it can be low visibility and you pop out of there and you're flying over to Austin and it's clear in a million. And going out to LA, you might leave Houston, it might have been cloudy. You get out to LA and you think, oh, it's going to be Southern California, be beautiful and clear. And you get out there and it's low visibility. So these different areas of the country present different problems for the airlines, and they've adjusted and they know how to manage those. And looking at the weather that's flowing through O'Hare right now, looks like it's going to be a little bit interesting here over the next few hours. But we should be in good shape. Just reviewing really quickly. Also, if you're living in the South, you're probably still enjoying some tremendous heat. I think it was 104 at our house yesterday. So it's continuing to move along and just really be rough. It looks like the winds are from the northwest in Chicago, so they'll be landing to the west. And expect if you're flying into Chicago today and they're turning in for a final over the lake, it may be a little bit rough initially, but it'll smooth out as they get over the land and they're about to and they're about to land at O'Hare or Midway. You should be in good shape. It looks like the sails that were to the west of Chicago are now breaking up, and the majority of the weather right now is just north of Detroit, just just a little bit outside of Toronto right now. There's a little bit of weather, and you'll have if you're flying into Lansing, you'll be having a little few bumps going in there, but you should be fine. Shouldn't have any issues. Toronto will be getting this swath of rain probably in the next couple hours. Should see it there. With Boston, Buffalo, Rochester, and then Syracuse to follow. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good there. Now going out to Boston. Boston right now is getting multiple bands flowing through there, but they should be done in the next 30 minutes. Those bands will be out, and the heaviest of the weather is actually offshore right now and headed up the coast to Nova Scotia. So Bangor, Maine, you'll have a few showers running through. You may have a few delays, but shouldn't have any cancellations. It should be pretty fast once it gets through. Now moving on down the coast and talking about the rest of the country here, we look like we're in pretty good shape. There's a few showers off the coast west of Tampa, but it doesn't seem like it'll affect any air travel there. Otherwise, we're looking pretty good today for the remainder of the day. Should something pop up, I'll jump back on and we'll share any other additional information that's coming up or any sales that are coming to affect any air travel. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoy where you're going. If you're going for work, make it somehow pleasurable. Go do something besides just sit in an office or meet with somebody. Go out and explore the area. I always do that when I travel. I like to go and check out new areas. When I'm there, I'll sometimes I even bring my fly rod with me. If I can go fishing, I'll try to get a fishing in, maybe go for a walk, explore a museum, something. But try to do that. If you're on a trip with your family, I hope you have a wonderful time. Enjoy that downtime. Maybe try not to take your laptop with you like I do a lot of times because I do have to work a lot from my laptop. But I hope you enjoy your time with your family. I hope you have a great day. We'll see you soon.